Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're talking the Batman Damned Hardcover. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I am your host, Brent. Today we're talking about the Batman Damned Hardcover. I got it in today. It came out today. Thank you, Amazon, for on-time delivery. And I can see the prints on that. That's terrible. Okay, so this is Batman Damned. This is the hardcover from DC Black Label. This is the first series. You're going to hear it sliding around a bit. I'm sorry. From the Black Label, the first original content produced from DC Black Label. Here we have the original issue 1 with the Batwang. And if we just line it up over the book here as best we can, it is the same size as the book. The pages are the same size on the inside, pretty much. Pretty much the same size as a hardcover, so we can assume it's the same size inside. That's good. So this, I guess, is like magazine size paper. It's bigger than your regular trade paperback. So let's put the trade paperback of Lex Luthor here on top of Batman Damned, so you can kind of see that a little bit. I know that we're zoomed in tight because we want to see the book, right? With this beautiful art. That's why we have this big format. But this book is from Brian Azarrello, Levenstein, and they are known for Batman Damned, Lex Luthor, Man of Steel. There's a softcover version, followed by the hardcover version of that book. Luthor. This has extra pages apparently, and I'm a sucker and fell for it and have bought it twice now with the same damn DC logo on the fucking side. Maybe not. Pretty close though. And their most recent effort, the Joker graphic novel by Azarrello and Levenstein. In fact, we didn't know this until the end of the third issue of Batman Damned. I read them online from Comixology and then picked up the hardcover because I like the art so much and want to support the book. And because it actually ties into the end of the Joker graphic novel a little bit. I mean, barely. We're talking barely. So, if you remember this bridge, there's our protagonist here in the Joker graphic novel, and Joker and Batman. There's a fight. And I'm not giving anything away from Damn. This is Joker. This has been out like 10 years. This panel's in here. Some of these panels are in the third issue. And there's a guy on the side of a bridge and a guy falling off the bridge. The end? Really? Not really, but it's kind of confusing because that's literally the last 3 pages of the third issue here is tying back into that scene. But everything else in this hardcover doesn't have anything to do with that story. So is there going to be a third volume that ties everything together? I don't know. I say I don't know, I hope so, but I say I don't know because they had such a problem with this series. The DC Black Label originally was supposed to be mature readers, out of continuity, not creator-owned, but creator-controlled, so that creators could write mature stories using the DC characters. And when the first issue dropped of Batman Damned, that's Azarrello's signature, I paid $25 for on the Batwang cover, we found out that Levenstein drew basically like an outline of Bruce Wayne's penis in the issue, because there's a part in the first issue that it's very moving, but he's like crouching naked in front of the bat suit and then decides to put it on without any underwear. So there's like an outline, a silhouette of, the Batwang, as it's colloquially called. And there's a big uproar. It made Stephen Colbert, and basically DC said, we're never going to reprint the first issue, and, because they'd have to correct it. The Comixology copies apparently did not have the Batwang in the digital version, so that is the version of the book that you get here in the hardcover. There is no Batwang here, but if you can track down issue 1, you can find it if that's something you really want to get. I picked it up not for that, but because I love the art and wanted to try the story out. But that's that. So, what these Black Label stories are so far, we don't really have a whole bunch that are out. This is out and completed. Superman Year 1 is out and almost complete, and Batman Last Night on Earth from Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder is out. Both those 2 issues of both those stories are out, but they're all, you know, some of them, not all. This is magazine size. It's extra large paper. Superman Year One is John Romita Jr. on here, and he's doing extra size paper. But then also you have the Batman White Knight book that's out, but that's regular comic size. It's not the large paper. So is the entire Black Label line going to be big or not big and just vary by book? Maybe. Would it be nice if they mandated it was all the same size? Sure. So let's take a look at this book. So the first thing I noticed, I got this from Amazon, and as I was taking off the shrink wrap, I accidentally snagged the book cover, and it ripped here. So beware when you're opening yours. This paper, while nice and while see-through, as you'll find out here in a second, does tend to rip. It's also a little bit beat up on the backside here. That's unfortunate. So the Joker is dead. There's our primer for the first issue. And Batman looking at the skyline of Gotham City. Here's the cover to issue number 1. And what surprised me is flipping through this, how nice the first cover is actually without all the text on it. Much more striking without the damned text. I would have rather them moved this down so that we could see the horror of the side of his face. So you take off the soft cover. Here's the inside of the book. Let's take this off entirely so that stupid Brent doesn't rip it again. So this is an interior page of the book. That's the outside cover here. Batman Damned. Got upside down and backwards letters here. On the spine, there's nothing. So you got to put your cover back on. And then here's the back cover right here. Beautiful painted stuff by Lee Bermejo. You can also read some of his books. He's got Batman Noel that's out. It's basically like a twisted Batman Christmas story. Here's Batman Damned. So yeah, here's the first cover. This is a striking Batman image, like all by itself. When you take all the red out and kind of bring forward the smoke elements that are here, it is a scary cover. And the first issue does not have the impact that this does because it's got all the text on it. So it's a little weird, but very interesting. Beautiful book. Every page is painted. This obviously took a long time to draw and paint and render and color. It's digitally colored. It's not painted, but it's painted in black and white. And there are grotesque characters, and Batman is very detailed. You know, I have a video on the Batman black and white statue of his that I own, and I love the design of the bat suit, how it's very armor plated, and you know, the cowl and the chest symbol are all one big piece that are connected to the cape, and so you're always looking at this cowl. So we're coming up on the Batwing sections of the book where it was. There's, you know, his butt, but look at this. Look at this page. This is just awesome. It's Bruce, you know, cowering down in fear of his own symbol he built himself. And there's the suit right there. Love the design of this suit. We got Zatanna in the book. Skip ahead. We're to issue 2. Here's Harley. This is the spread. It is actually the back cover and front cover of the book here. I think so. Yeah, it's just zoomed in. So, that's why it doesn't look super detailed. Got John Constantine, another great shot of Batman. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Just gorgeous. I love the fact that this is all painted and rendered, because in the Lex Luthor book, you know, you get this kind of like flat colors. It's detailed, but you know, only a few like this Superman page, the Superman image is painted, while on the other side, you know, it's like painted in black and white, and the other side is not. But the whole book of Damned is, you know, is painted. So, but this Luthor book is good. Check it out if you haven't. And the Joker graphic novel is also like the Luthor book, in that it's like half and half. This book is meant to showcase the writer and mostly the artist. I guess that's why you have the big format here. So Enchantress shows up. It's hard to say what the story is like really about. I remember reading all the issues as they came out, and maybe there's such a gap in between, or it's still like you can see on the pages like it's not very dense wording wise, so it requires, I guess, a closer read to figure out what's going on. Swamp Thing shows up. We're in a graveyard. Look at this page. Just look at this. He's taken over like 4 panels there. That's awesome. Beautiful artwork. So yeah, check it out. I love the way he does Dead Man too. I mean, he's all like muscly and like it's like someone peeled off his skin here. So very, very cool. Let's skip to the back. Here's the stuff where we tie into the Joker graphic novel. Got an alternate cover gallery, Jim Lee 1 and 2. And Jim Lee, normally his alternate covers are pretty good, but I think the design of the bat suit here, he just cannot pull off. His bat symbol is very flat on the top. This one is weird. That's why when I picked out issue number 1, I wanted the Bermejo cover. This one's also very weird. Like, look, his bat symbol's flat, and then the way Bermejo does it, it's angled up, and you just can't do it. I don't know why. Then we have like some black and white versions of the pages, so you can see how rendered they are in the inks and the ink wash, and then you have like panel descriptions from the script of what's going on here. I don't know. This reads like it was written Marvel method. Sorry, because there's no dialogue here. But all these pages, there's no dialogue, but it's a beautiful showcase for the art here in this hardcover. So I guess no oversize needed. Here's the end of the book. Get a little afterword here from Brian Azarrello. They don't touch on the controversy or anything in that afterword. I think they're trying to erase that controversy from their history. But that is the Batman Damned hardcover. Thank you for taking a look at it with me, and I hope you guys go and pick up this book and enjoy it for the art as much as I did. Still questioning the story, but I'm going to reread it again here in hardcover. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you didn't. As always, subscribe so you can watch more videos done by me, and I will see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.